All right, welcome in everyone. We moved to the top of the third inning. This is game 5 of the American League Championship Series, all tied up at 2 games apiece. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Blue Jays. Eugenio Suarez, for those of you just tuning in, hit a mammoth 1-out home run in the bottom of the second, and the Mariners now lead 1-0. The Mariners have led in every game of this series so far. Cali Green Shields is the first to crack our chat. Isaiah Kinefalefa will start things off here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch, a swing and a smash, base hit down the left field line. This is a good start for the Blue Jays. Falefa rounding first. Is he going to make the turn and head to second? Yes, he will. He'll pull in with a leadoff double. And immediately the tying run is on. Second hit for the Blue Jays this evening. One run, 2 hits, no errors for Seattle. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. There's only one player with a home run in the same inning for 3 consecutive games all time, and that is Giancarlo Stanton, and he did that last year. From the set at the chest, look to second. Here's the pitch outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Seattle, but the tying run at second. Andres the Giant Jimenez at the plate. The pitch on the way, swinging a pop foul out of play, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. See what my friends in Discord are doing. Top of the third, 1-0 Seattle. Jimenez hitting at 310 on the year. And we just went live on YouTube. Sorry I'm late. Overslept from my nap. 1-1 pitch. Swing it. Yes, Genevieve, I finally woke up. And it took fish sticks and my wife to wake me up, actually. 1-2 the count. Yes. Napoleon and Genevieve hanging out on our Discord server. 1-2, nobody out, runner at second. Miller from the set position looks in at the plate, looks at second again. The kick in the pitch away, swinging a smash, caught it first. They go back to second, double play, 2 quick outs. Ouch. Well, what's taking you so long? I'm going to have visitors here in a moment. And Genevieve chimed in. He finally woke up. Yes, I have woke up. And I got the starting time wrong. Instead of it being 6:38, it was 6:08. So 2 quick outs, and the pitch to Springer is grounded foul at third base for strike 1. And I saw Genevieve's comment. You finally woke up. I told you it took fish sticks and my wife to wake me up. 2 outs, top of the third. Miller out of an immediate jam after the leadoff double. He works first base side of the rubber. The windup and the pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball headed to third, and it trickles foul. And the count's now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Counts 0-2. Beg your pardon. 0-2. Napoleon, of course, big fan of the Oakland Athletics. And yes, Oakland Athletics. I will say Oakland Athletics forever. 0-2 the count. 1-0 Seattle. Top of the third in Seattle. George Springer, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 1 on the night. At the plate, he struck out his first time up. The pitch on the way. Missed outside with a slider. And the count's now 1-2. You know, Genevieve made a suggestion in Discord. She says, why don't Napoleon and I join you? I said, what's taking you so long? So here they are. I'll be talking to them in between innings. The windup in the pitch is up 2-2. Now, this is the same Genevieve that hangs out with us 5 days a week on Snowman in the Morning, claiming, I don't know anything about football. And she kicks our tail every week, save 1 on the picks.
What do you mean? mean?
What you mean?
Don't you give me that what you mean? You need the Napoleon. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul. We'll do it again.
I do it to tease on Jen. And of course, we all know when it comes to me in terms of the picks, I'm straight infinity trash.
Well, that's because you trusted Geno Smith over QB mild sauce and DJ Less. Anyone who missed that bumper, 2-2 on the way. Swinging a tapper out in front of the plate. Miller will grab it. He tosses to first. That's in time. Inning over. So Toronto gets a leadoff double, but he's erased on a double play. And nothing across for the Blue Jays. We go to the bottom of the third. Mariners 1, Blue Jays nothing. Let's pause for 100 seconds after this.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
So the latest running joke here in the Snow household is the fact that I am my wife's sweet tea dealer. Because I make a lot of it. And whenever we run out, which we'll probably do before this game is over, she kind of like taps the pitcher and says, mister, and she'll just tap the pitcher, which is my clue to go make more sweet tea. Which is what I have right now.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to say this when it comes down to the ALCS this year. If my late brother-in-law, God rest his soul, if he were alive to see this right now, he would be over the moon. He was a Mariners fan.
Do you blame him? After the way
I
they
don't.
After the way they came all the way back and won the West, they weren't supposed to win the West, but no, somebody forgot to tell them.
It was always a fun rivalry with the family. When it came to Major League Baseball, it was between me and him because we're both in the AL West.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it was him and his wife during the NFL, he was a Seahawks fan. She's a Niners fan. So that was the only time that house would ever be a house divided.
Well, you know the division here. Me with the Niners, Jody with the Colts. Dodgers and Brewers will play game 4 tonight, and it's all Dodgers. They have the late game this evening, and there's an expectation to clinch on their home field. Dodgers come in with an 0.79 ERA. Their starting pitchers do. We head to the bottom of the third, and Julio Rodriguez will lead things off, and he takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. So a question for the fan chat. What is your go-to drink for a baseball playoff game? I already know what Jen says. She teases us with that each morning, even though she doesn't watch baseball. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2 on a splitter. Well, y'all know what her drink of choice is. Soda pop. I'm surprised
you walked right into that one. You walked right into that one, Jen.
I'm surprised Jen didn't catch the joke.
Hey, even though I can't deny me some soda pop, I am always going to be Team Huntrix. You know I'm always gonna be golden.
I know. 0-2 the count from Gausman. The pitch on the way, breaking ball inside, and the count's 1-2. But see, folks, they set me up to walk into jokes all the time, especially that pretty lady behind me in her office. And I've told her many times she's the only one that can pull a genuine laugh out of me, even when I'm in the dumps.
Yo,
1 and 2,
Snowman.
nobody out. The pitch on the way, low with a fastball, and the count is now even at 2-2. Blue Jays go light blue tops and bottoms with the navy blue numbers and lettering trimmed in white. White tops, white bottoms for Seattle. 2-2 pitch, swing and a high fly ball headed into right. Springer is under it. He's got it. 1 out in the third.
Yo, Snowman.
Yes.
I just played some more horse racing today.
You know, I was gonna.
I did a new achievement.
Oh, what did you do?
I completed an entire career, start to finish, even won the URA finale.
Nice.
And I didn't need to use a single alarm clock to restart the race.
That's beautiful. Cal Raleigh is now up to the plate. He takes
the big dumper.
The big dumper with a double in the first inning for Seattle's first hit. 62 home runs on the year for this switch hitting catcher. 1-0 pitch, low, 2-0. This might be one of those intentional walks. And Napoleon's a baseball rat. He knows what that means. When you
that means you just throw away every single pitch, aiming outside of that strike zone.
2-0 to Cal, low and inside, 3-0. This is an intentional walk. Guarantee you that. He might throw
they do not want to mess with him.
He might throw one right down the plate and get away with it, but you don't do it twice against Cal Raleigh. Jose Canseco, Frank Thomas, Mark McGuire. No, Barry Bonds, you don't do it against hitters like that. 3-0 with 1 out. The pitch on the way, right down the middle for a strike with a fastball, and it's 3-1.
So what about that intentional walk?
Oh, it's still 3-1. It's still 3-1. You try and nibble, and if you get one down the plate, that's great. You waste the next one. 3-1 pitch, swinging a foul, and the count's 3-2. Well, you got away with that one too. So it's not an intentional walk after all.
I really, really wish I could just get some of them carrots, Napoleon.
Oh yeah, you're talking about.
Why?
She needs because that means she has to spend money on a gacha game.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a split. Well, there goes my idea. So he missed 3, 2 outside, 1 inside, and then he throws a fastball, and a splitter to strike him out. And that's a nasty pitch. That is a nasty pitch. That split-fingered fastball. So 2 down to Jorge Polanco, who struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 1. Came at him with a slider. I hate you, Eugenio Suarez. I really don't, but I'm just saying that to be playful. 1-0, 2 out. Bottom of the third, the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. Naima Latif, one of my good friends from Chicago, joining me. Thank you very much. She says, "Hey, Snowman, loving your game coverage." I appreciate that. She and I and a few others, Allison Moran included, covered the Chicago Sky together for 4 years. When Elena Deladon was in tow. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. It corkscrewed Polanco into the ground and out of the way from the plate. That's one of those pitches I would wave at.
Napoleon.
Now, no whispering in class.
Oh my gosh.
1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul.
Now you see what you done did there, Genevieve. You made this man start laughing his veranda. Trying to do a broadcast.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Mariners. They try to take the lead back in this ALCS.
Just check your
1-2
DMs,
pitch.
Napoleon.
Swing and a miss.
I saw it.
And he wound up striking out the side, did Kevin Gausman. Nothing across for the Mariners. We go to the top of the fourth. Mariners 1, Blue Jays 0. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Genevieve Yoso and her big secret, which is why she was whispering at the end of the inning.
It's not even a secret. I just linked him a tweet.
So that's why you had to go, hey, Napoleon.
She just didn't want to bother you in the middle of it all.
Y'all are fine. Y'all are fine. I am a father and a grandfather and a husband. I've had more disturbances than I care to count on my finger, especially when Jody K walks by and distracts the daylights out of me with that pretty smile. Back in 100 seconds.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Tomorrow, we start our HBCU Game of the Week coverage with a matchup against the Tuskegee Golden Tigers and the Albany State Rams from Albany, Georgia. Yours truly will have the call here in studio. 1 o'clock is your kickoff time. 12:45 is our pregame show. And then we start the College Football Pulse at 4 p.m. as we do whip around coverage of the best college football games in the nation. That's all tomorrow. Brad Miller will start off the top of the fourth inning with a 1-0 lead. He'll face Nathan Lukes, and he delivers to him, and he takes a strike with a splitter, and the count's 0-1. Even if the Blue Jays lose tonight, the last 2 are at home in Skydome. That's the good news. Bad news is Seattle's 2-0 in the Skydome. Miller from the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a smash. Base hit down the right field line and into the corner. Lukes will make the turnaround. First, he'll head in a second, and another leadoff double for the Blue Jays, and the tying run is on. Second consecutive inning that the Blue Jays had a leadoff hitter, and it comes in the form of a leadoff double. Kenneth Clark with us saying, hey, Snowman, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good. And yes, the Niners play Sunday night football against the Falcons. George Kittle will play. Brock Purdy will not. That word just came down, and now the Mariners are saying, I'm not messing with Vladdy Jr. with a runner on. So they put him on, and they'll bring up Alejandro Kirk, who struck out earlier this evening. So with that, you put the tying run at second base. Blue Jays held scoreless through the first 3 innings of a game for the first time this postseason. The pitch to Kirk is a strike, and the count's 0-1. Sweeper up there at 89. Kirk hitting 188 this series. He does have a home run that came in game 4. in the form of a 3-run blast. 0-1 pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Let me take that back. It was game 3 where he hit that 3-run homer in that 13-4 victory. Blue Jays 10 for 42 with runners in scoring position. One of Napoleon's favorite stats to track. Runners in scoring position.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I've seen the A's have too many of those be held in scoring position because they can get them on, but they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times with my White Sox also. Next one, upstairs, and the count's 2-1 to Kirk, so he has a favorable count with the tying run at second base. Luke's at second with a double. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first. Intentional pass. The 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. Dalton Varsho would be next, who is 0 for 1 on the evening. Remember, there's nobody out so far.
That major mistake to walk anybody with and just flat out load up the bases.
Well, that just happened.
Oh, no.
That pitch is inside for ball 4, and now Kirk is on, and that brings an immediate visit to the mound. So you got Luke.
Something's up with your pitcher.
So you got Luke's at third, Guerrero at second, and Alejandro, the captain, Kirk at first with Dalton Varsho at the plate. And Varsho does have some power. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Kenneth says maybe stay for the Brewers versus Dodgers. I might. I've already eaten my dinner. I got a little sweet tea with me. I may have to make another batch in between games.
Hey, Napoleon.
Genevieve.
I told you about whispering.
I found
class.
it.
What did you find?
Folks, if Jen finds something, beware. I told y'all to beware.
You found a book in this gold ship. Beautiful.
I found it on voice mod. It's a soundboard.
The first pitch is a pop-up foul out of play for strike 1, and you getting my little sis Jen talking, doing some soundbite testing. That's usually what I do. 0-1 to Varsho. His career with the bases loaded, he does have 5 slams. He was 2 for 4 this year with the bases loaded. Low and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tying run 90 feet away, 1-0 Mariners. The first team to score in this series on 3 occasions of the first 4 games has lost. The only time where they won was Seattle in game 2. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul, and the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bases full of Blue Jays as they look to tie the score here in the 4th inning. Golden opportunity for the Blue Jays, and now 45,000 plus come to their feet. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul to the backstop, will do it again. Came at him with a fastball at 95. I say a fastball at 95, and I get screaming in my ear.
I'm not screaming.
No, not you. Whatever you played there.
Wait, you can still hear it? I thought
1-2. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Marshall's gone.
Did I not switch the microphone back?
No.
It says for fine mic.
I say 1-2. Nobody out, and I hear.
Okay, yeah, he heard the gold ship scream.
That's why I made the joke. It's 1-2, and I hear the screaming in my ear.
I heard the microphone set on voice mod one. Not voice mod. I had it set on the for fine mic, and I don't get it.
It didn't work yet. Ernie Clement at the plate.
Okay, how about this? Can you hear
right
this?
In front of the plate. That's a fair ball. They throw to first. That is in time, but they get no. It's a double play.
Wait, they managed a double play? But the bases loaded?
Wait, how is that a double play?
Tell me there's a booth review.
Oh, well, they called it a fair. They called it a fair ball. How the heck is? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Ay.
What
See,
other...
this is why you need me during baseball cast, because I can always bring in a funky button or two at night.
What other Umas could we search for on Voice Mod Napoleon?
I'll give him 100 seconds to find out. Back in a minute. From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years a fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I pride myself on knowing the rules, but there's one that I forgot. In that situation with the bases loaded and one out, if and Ernie Clement tapped one out in front of the plate, Napoleon, here's your answer. Force at any base.
Seriously?
So with a tapper out in front of the plate, Cal Raleigh grabbed the ball, stepped on home. That's 2 outs. Throw to first. That's 3 outs.
Well, okay then.
That's what happened.
Okay.
That's what happened.
I think my mic should be back to normal. I think. I'll try and play a sound and see if you can hear it. Hold up.
I won't make any jokes yet. Josh Naylor leads off the bottom of the fourth, and he pops one foul out of play for strike one. That's exactly what happened. I'm looking at it right now, and I pride myself on knowing the rules. It's a fair ball out in front of the plate. Raleigh stepped on the plate for the second out and threw a bullet to first for the third out. Great
I guess
play.
I've never really seen that play before, so
it's a drive to left, and that is down for a base hit, cut off in left field. So Naylor is held to a leadoff single, and that's the third hit for the Seattle Mariners. It's a rare play, but with one out and the bases loaded, you get a force at any base.
Okay then. Yeah, that sounds like it would be very rare because I don't think I've ever seen that within all the years I've been watching baseball.
I haven't seen it in such a long time. That was a great job cutting off the line drive by Luke's and holding Naylor to a single. Here's Randy Arozarena. He grounded out to third his first time up. Eugenio Suarez is on deck. There's a swing and a miss on a slider for strike one. Kenneth Clark telling me CeeLo went for over 40,000 last night. 40,000. Oh, over 40,000 subscribers. I beg your pardon. Owen, I'm going to get there next summer. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And I'm going to get there with 2 channels. If he can do it with 1, I can do it with 2 of them. 1-0 Seattle. Bottom of the 4th inning. Randy Arozarena, former Tampa Bay Rays star, Naylor at first. Nobody out. The pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Picked up. Second one. That's all they'll get. So they'll cut the leadoff runner down. Double play stays in order. Second baseman unable to pick up the ball cleanly, or it would have been a double play. So you got a Rosarena at first. And you got Eugenio Suarez, who was the reason why it's 1-0, coming to the plate. He took the first pitch he saw back in the second inning and blasted it out of T-Mobile Park. Pensman Sports is with us. He says, let's go Seattle. The pitch to Eugenio is a strike, and the count's 0-1 on a slider. Seattle's the only team in this series to open the scoring and win the game. Throw to first, runner back. And he just got back. Randy Arozarena at first. Josh Naylor cut down on a force play. Kevin Gausman settles at the belt. And the pitch, low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lots of college football for you tomorrow, and we got NFL on Sunday. And no, we are not doing the early game.
Yeah, who in their right mind would try to do that early game? Just saying.
I've seen people do it. There's a ball outside, and it's 2-1 to Suarez. I've seen people do it.
Those people are crazy.
If it involves their team, they will. I had to do it a few years ago with the Colts.
Right,
they were playing. They were playing the Patriots, and they won that game 10-7. 2-1 pitch, a swing and a high fly ball into center field, and it's caught. 2 down in the inning. The Sportsnets is with us. Thank you very much for tuning in. And that 2-2-3 double play represents the second consecutive inning tonight they've turned a double play.
Ooh.
A 2-3 double play and a 3-6 double play in the third, and a 2-3 double play in the fourth. Now here's J.P. Crawford. Turn and throw to first. Arozarena dives back. Julio Rodriguez, 25 homers, 25 steals, has done it 3 times in his career. He takes a strike right down the middle, and the count's 0-1. You know, the great thing about baseball for me is it could be like an incredibly big game like this, but Arozarena's on at first, and he and Vladdy are having a conversation. Arozarena goes, you can put it in your back pocket. He swipes second. Cheering on Seattle here, would love to see them finally win one, but they're not. Because I don't think they're not. You know, Seattle has been so close so many times. Here's the 1-1, a swing and a drive into center field. Center fielder coming in, got it, inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 5th. Middle of the Blue Jays order, getting ready to step to the plate. It's the Mariners 1 and the Blue Jays nothing. This is the 2025 American League Championship Series, game number 5, with friends in tow. Back in 100.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered a winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
To the top of the fifth inning, and normally it's Callie Greenshields that brings the brain benders, our trivia questions, but I have one of my own for this inning, and it goes like this. Who was the last person to hit a World Series home run off of Roger Clemens? Once again, who was the last player to hit a World Series home run off of Roger Clemens? That's your brain bender for the fifth inning.
Hell if I know.
That would probably have to have been back when he was still a Yankee, wouldn't it?
Folks, watch what happens. Jen's going to wind up getting the answer anyway.
I don't know any players.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is like...
I think the last time Clemens was in a World Series, he was a Yankee, wasn't he?
I'm not saying a word. Not saying a word.
ALCS, what's that one?
American
League Championship Series.
Addison Barger leads off the fifth by taking a strike down the middle with a fastball from Bryce Miller, and the count's 0-1.
Is this baseball?
Yes.
Oh.
The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a little looper header towards center field and down for a base hit. So for the third consecutive inning, the Blue Jays put the leadoff man aboard. Man, Blue Jays had a golden opportunity last inning with the bases loaded and nobody out, and they didn't get a run across, and a great play by Cal Raleigh ended the inning on a 2-3 double play.
I'm going to venture a guess.
Okay.
It was probably 03, because that was when they played against the Marlins.
Mm-hmm. And while Napoleon's giving us his deduction, we got to take a 100-second break. So I'll give you a little extra time to think about it as we have a pitching change. The break is 100 seconds. We'll tell you the new pitcher after this.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Pitching change for the Mariners. And it's the right-hander Brash that will come in to pitch with the leadoff runner, Addison Barger, at first with nobody out. Again, our trivia question. Who was the last player to hit a World Series home run off of the great Roger Clemens?
And I think I've got my guess.
And it is
Miguel Cabrera?
wrong.
What?
The Queen's headed to bed. It's getting late for her. Hope Napoleon gives you good company. Thank you, Jen. Jen's off to bed. It is not Miguel Cabrera. Matt Brash is your new pitcher. 7 innings pitched in 6 games. He's allowed to hit 2 runs, walk 2, and he struck out 8. I beg your pardon. 0-1 pitch out in front of the plate, and it's bunted foul. Isaiah Connor Falefa at the plate. Mariners bullpen in games 3 and 4, 11 2/3 innings pitched. They've allowed 10 earned runs. Opponents hitting .363 against this bullpen. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get back in it. Next one, a swing at a high fly ball into center field. Crawford going out, center fielder coming in. Got it, 1 down in the 5th. And Barger has to retreat to first. But no, Napoleon, it is not Miguel Cabrera.
Dang.
Good guess, though. I know someone who knows the answer. I just don't know if he's going to pop in with it. All right, the channel you see in the chat, folks, is for On the Go with CeeLo. Let's give him a snowman raid. Here's a smash foul by Andres the Giant Jimenez for strike 1. Jimenez lined into a double play back in the 3rd inning. 3-6 scoring at home. And that erased a leadoff double. Here's a swing and a ground ball back to the pitcher. He throws to first, and Naylor able to snag it. 2 down to the inning. What a play by Josh Naylor. Oh, that was close. That gets away. We have a tie game. Or at least runners at the corners. It was a bad throw by Brash. He had to throw it out of the way of the runner, Jimenez. So now there's 2 down in the 5th. And now Cal Raleigh will head out to the mound as they'll have a meeting at the mound to try to keep this game in the win column for Bryce Miller. It's 1-0 Mariners in the top of the 5th. Game 6 will be Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Will the Jays be playing for the tie, or will they be trying to clinch it? We got the rest of this game to figure it out. Any more guesses, Napoleon?
I'm just flabbergasted. I would have thought. I mean, my logic seemed sound, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch to Springer. It's up for ball 1. Top of the order due for the Blue Jays. Springer, Lukes, and Guerrero. 2 out. Runner at second. He represents the tying run. 1-0 pitch to Springer. He waved at it. No swing, and the count's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Springer. Nathan Lukes on deck. Springer is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 2-0 pitch. A swing and a drive into deep left field. And going, and off the wall. In comes Barger. Tie game. To second goes Springer, and we have a new game at 1.
Holy jeez.
George Springer comes through with a 2-out, a long 2-out double to left. That was a few feet away from getting out of here. And we have a new game at 1. And I know that has to feel good. That has to feel good. Nathan Lukes at the plate. He takes one inside for ball 1. Cal's hitting about .310 for the series, Pensman. And I have a little unfinished business with Pensman Sports. Springer with his consecutive, it's good business. Here's the pitch, strike call, and the count's even 1-1. For George Springer, his 6th consecutive postseason game with an extra base hit. Nathan Lukes owns an extra base hit. He doubled in the 4th inning. But he was left stranded. Time called at the plate. I would love to have some of the gear that the players wear, like the sweatshirts and stuff. I'm going to lay my hands on some gear from my crew here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is a strike, and the count's 1-2 to Nathan Lukes, who is unhappy with that call. And if you're the home plate umpire, you want to let the players have a long leash before you toss them. And that was a call for Nathan. That was a called strike, but he thought it was outside. 1-2 the count. 2 down, a run home. 2 hits in the inning for the Blue Jays. Go ahead run at second. The pitch on the way, outside with a changeup. And the count is now even at 2-2. Matt Brash trying to wiggle out of this inning with only the 1 run scored. And you got the big boy, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., due next. The pitch on the way, outside, and the count goes full 3-2. Now you wonder, Napoleon, should Lukes reach, are they going to intentionally walk Vladimir Guerrero again? Kenneth Clark asks, how did the Jays score? 2 out, double. Got home the tying run. Next one, that's ball 4, and now we're going to get an answer. So Nathan Lukes works a walk after being down 0-2. And here's Vladdy Jr. who has homered in this ballpark in this series. In the last 3 games, Vladdy has 7 hits. They're going to pitch to him, and it's inside for ball 1. First and second, 2 out. Toronto got the tying run home. Guerrero 1 for 1 on the night. The pitch, low, 2-0. You got Alejandro Kirk due next, who walked his last time up if they get to him. Now, can the Blue Jays take the lead like they've done in games 3 and 4? In games 1 and 2, Vladdy was 0 for 7. Games 3 through 5, he is 7 for 10. Two and 0 the count to Vladdy Jr. The 2-0 pitch is a strike, and the count's 2-1. And that's what you want to do. You want to take a deep breath if you're Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Big spot for the big man. 2-1 the count with 2 down. Springer at second, Lukes at first. The pitch outside, 3-1. You know, Napoleon's talked about it on the show so many times over. In a situation like this, especially in the playoffs, big hitters, you want to take a deep breath and keep yourself composed. It's 3-1, 2 out, and a 1-1 tie. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 3-2. Went after a slider. And now Vladdy says, let me take another breather. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Springer at second, Lukes at first. They'll be off with the pitch in a 1-1 tie in the 5th. And now Matt Brash says timeout. So a disengagement apiece, 1 for Guerrero and 1 for Brash. All right, the runners will be off with the pitch. Brash sets the belt, the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Guerrero's gone. And that'll take care of that. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave a pair. The Blue Jays have so far left 5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. I'll give you your trivia answer, and we'll give you the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 tie in the ALCS, Game 5 on Snowman Sportsnet.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Okay. Napoleon's going to be so mad at me when I reveal the answer to our trivia question. Here's the question.
Oh,
again.
boy.
Who is the last player to hit a World Series home run off of the great Roger Clemens? Now, you heard Napoleon's guess, which was Miguel Cabrera, which is wrong. And Napoleon's going to kick himself for this. The last player to hit a World Series home run off of Roger Clemens, he became a World Series MVP. And the answer is Jermaine Dye.
Seriously? It was Dye?
2005.
I forgot about his stint with the Stros.
Yep, Jermaine Dye. I thought for sure you'd get that one.
Honestly, I forgot about 05, okay?
I think a lot of people have. The bottom of the fifth begins with a swing and a miss by Canzone for strike one. Canzone at the top of the order in Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh. Dominic Canzone, 0 for 1. He lined out in the second.
I'm not just saying I totally forgot about 05, not just because the fact that my A's did not contend.
Here's the pitch.
But also 20 years.
Yeah, I know. I know about that series because it's very personal to me.
Well, yeah, of course, you Southsider.
That series is very personal to me. And of course, the ALCS gets their A team of Joe Davis and John Smoltz, Ken Rosenthal and Tom Verducci manning the baselines. 0-2 the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the fifth. In a 1-1 tie. So the Blue Jays finally got even. Now let's see what Gausman can do. Can he survive the fifth inning? 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. And the bad part is for that Jermaine Dye home run, it came on a 3-2 pitch.
It was a full count and Dye took it yard.
To lead off game one, not lead off game one, but to start the scoring in game one. And it went the opposite way. Next one, swinging a pop up. Third base side. Ernie Clement in foul territory makes the one-handed catch. 1 out in the fifth.
I will say when it comes to World Series, or not even World Series, when it comes to playoff moments that live rent-free in my head, that stinking play, A's against the Yankees in the 0-1 ALDS, where Jeter came out of nowhere and made that throw to home.
He wasn't even supposed to make that play. He was out of
literally, like everybody, even my dad's talking with somebody at his old workplace who was a Yankees fan said Jeter had no reason to be over there.
He had no business being there, and yet is one of the greatest players in playoff history. Leo Rivas Now at the plate, 0 for 1. He lined out in the second. Here's the pitch. Way inside. That came out of his hand wrong. Brian Wu warming up now for the Mariners. I believe he's going to come in the 6th inning. This Mariners bullpen has been torched here in this ballpark. 2-0 pitch. Low and inside. 3-0 with the leadoff hitter, Julio Rodriguez, due next. Three and 0 the count. The pitch on the way is a ball. So a 4-pitch walk to Leo Rivas.
And you got the leadoff man of the order coming up.
I'm surprised you didn't think of Jermaine Dye.
Former again, I was mostly thinking based on I totally did not think that he made it to the World Series with the Astros. I totally forgot about that time period, okay?
Fair enough.
I mostly knew of his time with those dang Yankees.
Of course. But then after we left those dang Yankees and went to those dang Astros.
He took Pettit with him. I forgot Pettit was with him too.
Yeah, Andy Pettit was with him. And remember, the Astros had no business making it to the World Series were it not for an 18-inning classic against Atlanta in the division series. And now Lefty Little warming up quickly for the Blue Jays. Julio Rodriguez is 0 for 2. He is flat out twice, hitting .211 this postseason. Fans up on their feet at T-Mobile Park. Here's the pitch, swinging a drive into center field. Center fielder circling under it. He makes the catch, 2 down in the inning. That's one of those pitches that it looks good coming down the track. You thought you'd give it a good shot, but it winds up being like a soft fly ball. Here's Cal Raleigh headed to the plate.
You really think they're going to try to pitch to him?
I wouldn't in this case.
No. Tie ball game?
But they're going to pitch to him anyway. Remember, Raleigh struck out his last time out. Throw to first, Rivas back. And remember, Rivas reached with Rivas reached with a 1-out walk.
Your funeral, honey.
I love matchups like this. Dumper on one side, Vladdy Jr. on the other side. I love series like this. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. Great stop behind the plate by Alejandro Kirk. Football, and more football tomorrow. We start in the HBCU ranks with Tuskegee and Albany State at 1 o'clock. 1-0 the count to the big dumper. MVP candidate. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a splitter. And the count's even 1-1. Great pitch. Dumper had a feeble swing at that one, if you can call a swing of his feeble. Raleigh 1 for 2 on the night. Here she comes. Swinging a tapper foul. Got him with another splitter. And the count's 1-2. Now give him another splitter and let's get out of this inning.
Maybe try mixing it up because he's starting to see the splitter.
Not if you keep it away from him. 1-2, 2 down. Rivas leads away from first. 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Came at him with a fastball. Good call on that, Napoleon. Raleigh finished with 60 home runs. 60 home runs this season. Aaron Judge finished with 62. Most in the American League. Bonds has the all-time record with 73. Next one, low. Good stop by Kirk. That'll leave the count at 2-2.
Some people still want to throw an asterisk on that 73.
I don't. A record's a record as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and let's face it, when it came to that time period, whether it was the late 90s or early 2000s, everybody was on the stuff. So
yeah,
who cares?
I mean, a record's a record. Barry Bonds is the home run champion as far as I'm concerned. 2-2, 2 out. A pitch. Swinging a little looper headed into left, and that will be that. Catch made in left field by Dalton Varsho. And the Blue Jays get out of it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. Got to step away for 100 seconds or maybe longer because I drink too much water. 1-1 ties. We head to the 6th. Be back.
Boss man, you messed up.
I thought I pushed the button already.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Well, I got away with it. I was scooting.
Man does an oopsie.
Yeah, big time oopsie. I'm scooting away from my. I'm scooting away from my. Huh?
I think you double pressed it. Like, you pushed it to start and then accidentally hit it again to stop it.
Yep, I think I did because I was letting my cat out. I was letting out
I saw you letting the cat out, and I was just like, boss, you're still on screen.
And I heard that, and I turned and I looked and went, "Oh, I am still on. What in the world?"
You still heard me when your headphones were off. Did I say it that loudly?
I caught your attention. I caught your attention. Thank the Lord I did.
Because we take this job so serious.
Boss, you're still on screen. Boss. I'm going to use that. Do
it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Ryan Wu comes in 15-7 on the year. He has not pitched since September 19th. He throws to Alejandro Kirk, who drives one to right, back at the wall, and is down up against the wall. Kirk hustling to second. The throw, swing for the sliding double. And the Blue Jays have the go-ahead run on. And Alejandro Kirk is now 2 for 2.
Yeah, run on that momentum, boy.
Both of those hits were doubles. Now you got work to do with Dalton Varsho coming to the plate, beg your pardon, Ernie Clement behind him. So Alejandro Kirk hustles out a double. Remember, this series is tied, so whoever wins Game 5 has a lot of momentum going into Game 6. Dalton Varsho 0 for 2. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. If there was a pitcher you never want to see in the playoffs if you were playing in the majors, who is that pitcher? I'll give you my answer in a moment. The 0-1 to Dalton. Punted up in the air and foul for strike 2. I got two choices. Well, two main choices. One of them is Dan Quisenberry, and the other is Mariano Rivera.
Oh, I would agree on Rivera.
I'm not messing with no. I'll take my seat. 0-2, swinging a foul. We'll do it again. When you know that cutter is coming and you still can't do a doggone thing about it. This is Brian Wu's first relief appearance since April 11th of 2021. Been a starter ever since. Well, he's in relief now. You're in Game 5 of the ALCS. The pitch on the way. Up 1-2 with a fastball. Let's see. I wouldn't want to face Bruce Sutter. I already said Dan Quisenberry. A former A comes to mind, Dennis Eckersley.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't want to see him. Next one. High, 2-2. Let's see.
Well, heck, I will say this. When speaking of Eckersley, if I ever showed you my actual office instead of the VTuber background, behind me, I actually have a replica jersey from when they retired Eckersley's number.
Beautiful.
And it's signed by the man himself.
Nice.
Got it signed as the 06 Fan Fest.
Nice. Very nice. That pitch is inside, and the count is now full at 3-2. I actually met one of my heroes at Sox Fest in 2005. Reveal that in a minute. The payoff pitch. Swinging a pop-up. On the infield, going out is Crawford. Coming in as a Rosarina. A Rosarina makes the catch. 1 down in the 6th inning. I happened to meet my favorite PA announcer in the whole world, Mr. Gene Honda, in 2005 at Sox Fest. And I also met John Rooney, who was the play-by-play voice at the time. Ernie Clement heads to the plate. He is 0 for 2, and he's due for a hit. Addison Barker would be next. 1 out, 1 on. 6th inning, 1-1 tie. The pitch to Ernie. Swinging a bouncing ball foul for strike 1. You know, one of my White Sox heroes I did have a chance to meet? The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Blue Jays 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, as they have right now. The pitch, up. They appeal at first, no swing. That'll leave in the count at 1-1. I'm going to have to make some more iced tea here in a little bit, since I am my wife's dealer in iced tea. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a drive to right and down for a base hit. Kirk will make the turn around third. He's headed for home. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be wide, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Kirk was off of the pitch. He took off a line drive to right from Dalton Varsho, and the Blue Jays take the from Ernie Clement, I beg your pardon, and the Blue Jays take the lead 2-1. Exactly.
That's Mariners fans right now. Just
you gotta send me that, right?
Dude, I know. I have I've got a dang inventory I need to be sending you apparently off this board I've built.
Oh yeah. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul out of play for Addison Barker for strike 1. And one of the presents from my office I plan to get for myself, a Christmas present. I know the name. It just escaped me. What you use?
The Elgato Stream Deck.
Stream Deck. That's it. Grounded to second. Second baseman up with it. Toss to first in time. 2 down in the inning. Ernie Clement heads to third. And I love Alejandro's Kirk on his face when you're running full speed Rounding third, you make some strange faces.
Oh,
Isaiah Khalifa takes a ball inside for ball one. Lord knows I've made some strange faces when I'm rounding the bases. Khalifa 1 for 2, doubled in the third, but was erased on a double play. 2-1 Toronto here in the sixth. Brian Wu sets at the chest. The pitch on the way. Strike right down the middle. Counts even 1-1. It's taken in the 21st century for cameras and replays to be slowed down so you can see said faces of players running the bases. And I can just imagine I've made those faces. 1-1 pitch inside 2-1. Big man like myself, I've made those faces.
Right?
Seriously. Big man like myself, I've made those faces. Varland's now warming up in the Blue Jays bullpen. Runner at third, 2 down. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 2-2. A sweeper from Brian Wu, and now that'll get the fans up. Two 7-0 for Toronto, 1-3-0 for Seattle. Top of the sixth inning, 2 down. Mariners open the scoring. Toronto has scored the last 2. 2-2 the count with 2 down. Runner at third. The pitch on the way. Swinging a bouncer out in front of the plate. Brian Wu gets to it. Underhand to first in time. Inning over. But a run on 3 hits gives Toronto the lead. And we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's now the Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners 1 as they look for a 3-2 lead in the ALCS. Back in 100.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Two runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Seattle Mariners. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series, tied at 2 games apiece. Seattle won the first 2 in the Sky Dome. Blue Jays have won the next 2 in Seattle, trying to make it 3 in a row, headed back home with 2 chances to clinch their first trip to the World Series since 1993. Meanwhile, for the Mariners, they're trying to get to their first World Series, period. They came close a couple times, but in 2001, when they had the best record of all time, they lost, as Napoleon says best, to those dang Yankees.
Yep.
Oh, they're showing a commercial about kids getting their first glove. I remember my dad gave me my first glove.
Mm.
And it was a birthday present, too. We wore it out. It stayed with me from age 10 through age 17.
Dang.
The pitch from Gausman is up for ball 1 to Jorge Polanco. 3, 4, and 5 due for the Mariners. Kevin Gausman entering his 6th inning of work. Polanco, Naylor, and Arozarena. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Mariners. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. It's gone. It went through a growth spurt. It went through a lot of webbing. It went through a lot of oil.
I'm sure.
It went through a lot of playing first base, then playing right field, and then back to first base. It went through a lot of oil. Went through a lot of my sister trying to take the darn thing. Like, what are you doing with my glove? I want to see how it works. Man, give me my glove back. You wouldn't know what to do with this doggone thing anyway. 1-1 the count. The pitch to Polanco is a ball, 2-1.
Forget about give me this doggone camera. Give me this doggone glove.
Give me this doggone, man, give me my doggone glove. Tried to take my glove. She tried to take my basketball. She tried to take my Michael Jordan signed basketball, and I wasn't having that.
Oh, no.
Strike call on the outside corner, 2-2.
That's like Sandlot levels of bad right there. If you take a Michael Jordan signed basketball, that's like taking the Babe Ruth signed baseball.
It was a red and black basketball. I got it for Christmas my senior year, and my sister tried taking it from me. I wasn't having it. It went away to college with me, and she never saw it again. 2-2, nobody out. To Jorge Polanco, the pitch, low and inside, 3-2. What'd you do with that Michael Jordan basketball? You ain't getting your hands on it. Varland is now up and throwing in the Blue Jays bullpen. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Jays 2, Mariners 1. Polanco is ready. So is Gausman. The pitch on the way. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. Toss to first. Got him. 1 down in the 6th. And now Gausman has equaled his longest pitching stint in the playoffs. And he's done it twice, which is 5 1/3. They're showing Kirk's face as he was scoring standing up. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious. As I said, big man's made those faces. Pitch to Naylor, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1 to Josh Naylor.
I think of all the playoff moments I've seen so far, at least for these championship series, there was one game from Milwaukee. I didn't see the whole play, but the one bit you'll always see is they zoom in on that one outfielder, and he was mouthing, "What the F just happened?"
Right. Next one, low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Given the fact that I played the game, I have seen and heard worse. Heck with that, given the fact that I called the game for 30 years. I have seen and heard worse. 1-1 the count to Naylor. The pitch on the way is ripped to short. Great play. Throw to first in time. 2 down in the inning. Andres the Giant Jimenez with the first 2 putouts of this 6th inning. There's Randy Arozarena. And they just showed a number on Alejandro Kirk. 8.2 seconds it took for him to get from second to home.
He was flying, boy.
He was moving. Hey, Alejandro. Hey, look, mine would be like 9.5 or something like that. Here's Randy Arozarena, who's 0 for 2. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. But it would be cut down to 8.5 because I have long legs. Arozarena 0 for 2. He is grounded into a fielder's choice. He reached on a fielder's choice, I beg your pardon, and he has swiped a base. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. 2-1 Toronto. The pitch upstairs, 2-0. I'm going to try to get my buddy Rod Peterson from the Rod Peterson Show on, but he's been so busy, bless his heart, because now his show is picked up in Vegas.
Las Vegas?
It's on Las Vegas. He's on 2 networks now. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 3-0 to Randy.
Sheesh.
Oh, yeah. And it's weird how I discovered his show. I was at work, and we were on a break. We were working for Amazon at the time, and I just happened to see it on Facebook. 3-0 pitch, outside ball 4, Rosarena walks. I just happened to see it on Facebook, and I'm like, I like this guy. And then I did the really crazy. I reached out to him. Here is Eugenio Suarez with 2 out in the 6th. Callie Greenshields is with us saying, go Jays. Absolutely. And now they're going to make a pitching change as Gausman departs after 5 2/3 innings. They want to get somebody else to face Eugenio Suarez. So the break is 100 seconds. We'll tell you the new pitcher after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Victor Locke is with us. What's up, Vic?
How's it going, gentlemen?
Good to see you, Vic. Or
Good to
rather,
see you.
hear you.
We had some fun with Jen in stream earlier.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I had a claim I had to work on, so I couldn't join you guys.
Oh, that's fine.
You got to do what you got to do.
You're here now. Now, see, this is not fair. Why is it, and I've asked this of Victor, why is it that when we're watching a baseball game, and we've watched plenty together, what's the first thing they push the most during a baseball broadcast? Food!
I was going to say either food or beer.
Food in this case. Lewis Varlin, the new pitcher, in 7 games, he's thrown 7 innings, 6 hits. Here's the pitch to Suarez, up for ball 1, and Suarez is the reason the Mariners broke out the scoring sticks with a long home run in the 3rd. Suarez hitting at 179 this postseason. Tying run at first, 2 down. Varlin from the set position. The kick and the pitch is a ball. No swing, and it's 2-0.
I think the Mariners are sick and tired of being the butt of everybody's jokes.
No, that would be the New York Mets.
Oh, sorry, Dietz.
Last 3 games, Mariners 2 for 29 with runners in scoring position, with runners on base. I beg your pardon. Next one, low 3-0. They're not messing with Suarez. Of course, I said that earlier about them pitching Gausman pitching to Cal Raleigh. And what does Gausman do after being down 3-0? He strikes him out.
Yep.
Fastball, slider. 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike, as I say that with a slider, and it's 3-1. And as I say that happens. Gino Suarez at the plate. Not to be confused with Geno Smith from the Raiders. 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. They didn't mess with him. It was sitting right there. They call him Gino. They call Eugenio Suarez Gino. Shut up.
As far as we're talking about, being the butt of jokes, like, we talk about collapses. That Mets collapse this year, I haven't seen one as that bad since the 2014 A's. When they went from
I've seen history of one that bad. 1969 Chicago Cubs.
I was gonna say 2003. Yep, 2003 Cubs.
That too, but that came in the NLCS, and thank the Lord that happened.
Whereas
Here's
for
the
the
pitch to
A's,
Crawford, it's a strike, and the count's 0-1.
Whereas for the A's, they were best record in baseball at the All-Star break, and then the moment they made that trade with Boston, sending Cespedes over,
they fell flat.
I understand the reasoning. I understand the reasoning why they wanted a playoff caliber pitcher when they got Lester. But you take your biggest threat from the offense and in the defense with that cannon arm that he had,
right?
And you send him
now
to Boston.
Things are falling apart.
A 1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2-1. 98 miles an hour on that fastball. J.P. Crawford at the plate. With Canzone due next. Everybody crossing their fingers in Seattle. Next one. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Toss across by Clement to first. In time. Inning over. Threat over. 2 walks in the inning. Nobody scores. We go to the top of the 7th. Seattle running out of outs. They trail 2-1 in the 2025 American League Championship Series. Game number 5. We're back in 100 seconds.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
I'll share a story with you. Victor and I, when we were at Chicago State, used to work out early in the mornings. And I can honestly tell you through like the first month, 2 months, we were fine. But one day we got up, we went to the gym, and we met at the gym, and we put in our usual workout. And then my back went sideways.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
I was walking fine. I was walking just fine. And then I got to my car and I froze. And Victor said, big man, what's wrong? I can't move.
Nope.
Needless to say, we had to switch everything up. Andres the Giant Jimenez begins the 7th by lining one foul to left for strike 1. And it was a regular, what we did.
We did core. We did core. We did legs. We walked around. We did core, and we did arms.
And my back was not happy. The 0-1. A swing and a smash to second. Second baseman up with it. Toss to first is in time. 1 down in the 7th inning. That was Rivas who made the play. That was not fun.
No.
I went home and I didn't move for 10 days.
I wouldn't.
I didn't move for 10 days. George Springer with an RBI double in the 5th that gave the Blue Jays, that tied the game for the Blue Jays, I beg your pardon, is now to the plate. Here's the pitch inside, ball 1. Man, Victor kept calling. Big man, you okay? No.
Absolutely not.
I darn near had to go to the hospital. But fortunately, my back loosened up. Here's the pitch. Strike called. And the count's even 1-1. I'm glad that my back had loosened up at the time, because if I had to go to the hospital, the issues I was going to have coming out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The windup in the 1-1. And hit him. Ouch! Oh, man.
Ouch and double ouch.
Hit him right in the kneecap. Oh, man. Well, that's the area that he's holding right now. Oh, no.
Dare I ask how fast that pitch was?
Well, good thing, he had a knee pad on. You want to protect that area. I'm glad he had a knee pad and a brace on, but
yeah, that ain't good.
I've been hit by a few pitches in my lifetime. Yikes. Well, Springer is sitting. That's a good thing. He was crumpled up at first. Both of his legs are stretched out. I think he's going to come out.
I mean, you take a good hit in the knee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to help him up. And I think Springer's going to come out of this game.
Yeah. I wouldn't chance it.
Especially when you have to go back home.
Yep.
You get a day off. You get the flight off. They've helped him up. And 45,000 plus are standing and applauding George Springer. Yeah, they're going to. Yeah, he said no. He's going to try to walk it off. When you're wearing extra equipment, it's going to hurt like all get out.
Yep.
Well, he got a little bit down the first baseline. And it's his left knee where he got hit. And he is really, really limping. No, I take that back. It's his right knee where he got hit. Ugh. I feel for him. Knowing how bad my knees are, good Lord. Oh, man.
I used to be a ball player like you, but then I took a ball to the knee.
Yeah.
I'm wincing right now looking at the replay. They even slowed it down. Oh. Yeah, he's going to come out. He is going to come out. He is limping very noticeably.
Ugh.
And that's a big loss in the lineup for Toronto. George Springer, of course, won a championship with the Astros in 2017, then signed with Toronto. He is coming out. He finishes this game 1 for 3 and also hit by a pitch. So should Toronto win, he'll have 2 full days to rest up before game 6, I beg your pardon. Joey Loperfido will run for him. Nathan Luke's at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's missed for ball 1. Callie says it's time for a Springer digger. Hitting him was not what I meant. That's twice Seattle pitchers have hit the Jays in the knee. Joey Loperfido running at first, slashed foul to the left, and the count's even 1-1. Now it's time for the Blue Jays to pour it on. They lost the first two 3-1 in game 1 and 10-3 in game 2. And then game 3 happened, 13-4. And then they won game 4, 8-2. They're up 2-1 right now here in the 7th inning in game 5. Is a swing and a ground ball out in front. Third baseman with a scoop. The throw by Suarez. Beautiful play by Gino Suarez. 2 outs in the 7th inning. And Loperfido moves to second base. Now you get to see Vladdy Jr., or will they? Spire and Bizzardo throwing in the Mariners bullpen. And they're not even going to mess with him. Vladdy Guerrero is getting the Barry Bonds treatment. We ain't messing with you. So for the second time tonight, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. gets an intentional pass.
Jeez Louise.
Would you want to mess with him?
Nope.
I mean, fair point, but
it's
question
it's a
remains.
cowardly move, but it's the smart move.
My question remains. Would you want to mess with him? Absolutely not. Thank you, Mark Burley. Alejandro Kirk at the plate, and he swings and drives one foul off to the right for strike 1. The captain is 1 for 2 with a run scored, the go-ahead run. He's walked and he has struck out. He scored the go-ahead run in the 6th inning, going from second to home in 8.9 seconds. How did we know that? They flashed the stat across the screen. And the big boy was moving. 0-1 the count. The 1-strike pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball out in front of the plate. Brian Wu up with it, takes his time, throws to first in time. Great catch by Josh Naylor. Thought it was going to get by him. It didn't. And it's time to stretch in Seattle. The Blue Jays holding on to the slimmest of leads, 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 2025 American League Championship Series, game number 5. We're back in 100 seconds.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Seventh inning stretch in the Pacific Northwest. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners 1. 2-7-0 for the Blue Jays, 1-3-0 for the Mariners. And Victor, you missed all the fun because there was a trivia question that I posed.
Okay.
I'm going to see if you can get it. Who was the last player to hit a World Series home run off the legendary Roger Clemens?
Oh. The last player to hit I'm not gonna get that one. Like I'm not.
Shame on you. Jermaine Dye, 2005.
Oh.
See,
in the World Series?
When it came to that, I guessed Miguel Cabrera because I thought back to the only time that I could when Clemens was a Yankee.
Well, see, okay, so because my brain was like, wait, he was part of the Astros?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, Clemens started game 1.
Oh, okay.
He started game 1.
I don't know why my brain just like he's only been a Red Sox. Is all I remember. But
Red Sox and Yankees, but yeah, he spent time with the Astros. Here we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Canzone will lead things off by taking the first pitch for ball 1. Marlin kicks and fires. Strike call to the inside corner. Counts even 1-1.
Good to know. I was not the only one who totally forgot about Roger Clemens' time in the Astros.
Dominic Canzone is 0 for 2, a line out and a fly out.
I should have remembered because like we watched the game 1 at our friend's house.
Yeah, we did. That is bounced inside and away, and it's 2-1 to Canzone. And we may see more Blue Jays pitchers out of the bullpen because Lewis Varland is not finding the zone right now. 8-9-1 due for the Mariners. The pitch on the way, swinging a high fly ball into left, going down the line, and foul. Phew.
You use SeatGeek to pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Right?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, boy.
Yes.
And he wants to take Seattle's Mariners wants to take a look at it.
He's like, nope.
And the correct call is foul. That's a foul ball.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
So they wasted a review just to.
Yeah, I mean, coming down the stretch is gonna basically any.
It's to the left of the. It's to the left of the pole. So that's a foul ball. They're going to take a look at it. Yeah, we're looking at it right now. It's to the left of the pole. You got a good swing on it, but it's to the left of the pole. It's a foul ball. Yeah, that's a foul ball. So that's a quick challenge and a waste of a challenge by Seattle. Very much a waste. It's 2-2 with nobody out. To Dominic Canzone. 2-2 pitch. Did he wave at it? They check. Got him. One down in the 7th. Alejandro Kirk supplies the tag. There's one out in the 7th inning. When Victor and I worked together when we did travel baseball, I think one of the best parts about it was all the names we came up with and the nicknames we came up with.
Different nicknames, different Bermanisms.
Different Bermanisms, absolutely. Leo Rivas takes the ball out. Luis Rivas takes the ball. It is Leo Rivas. I said it so many times earlier tonight. He walked in the 5th. He's 0 for 1 on the night. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out in the 7th. A windup in the 1-0 pitch, right down the middle for a strike, and the count's even 1-1. Some of the different accents we've used.
Yep.
Now you got Little throwing for the Blue Jays. Next one, outside, 2-1. I think one of my favorites from Victor is Raya Bamakovic. It's 2-1. Right down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-2. One of my favorites, kid from Chesterton, Josh. How you doing, Holmes?
Right.
All the kids and the parents got such a kick out of that one.
You guys are crazy. Love it.
They got such a kick out of that. 2-2 pitch, swinging a smash foul. We'll do it again. And the very first one for me, 2006, first year I worked at Ho Chung. I can't even say it. 2-2 pitch, outside, 3-2. Very first one. Kid named Cody Bacon from Crown Point. So you know how I said it, right?
It's bacon.
Exactly. Payoff pitch. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. That's what I love about making up those nicknames. The kids and the parents got a kick out of it. Then one was handed to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one it is. Once again, the payoff pitch. A swing and a drive in the center. Under it is Varsho. Got it. 2 down in the inning.
He can't even say what he wants to at this point. He's cracking up so much.
Because I'm thinking about the entire situation.
Are you talking about Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Ryan Sample.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I remember that story.
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez swings and misses. He's 0 for 3 on the night for strike 1. I will never look at that name again the same way.
I feel you. I feel you.
Ever. And it was a 2-parter with Ryan Sample. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. So those of you who don't know what happened, had a kid named Ryan Sample, and he was just killing it the entire weekend that we had him. His mom decided to tell me a story, and I'll tell you the rest of it during the break. 0-2, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez at the plate against Luis Varlin, and the 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. And to give y'all a hint, the story I'm going to share with you in between innings made it to Jay Leno's headlines.
Oh,
yes, it did.
And I have the proof. A swinging of tapper foul by Rodriguez will do it again. It's 1-2.
I was going to say, tell me there's some video evidence of that, especially with it being on Leno.
Napoleon, I have the proof.
Oh!
I have the proof. I couldn't believe it when I found it. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out, gives him the tag, and the inning is over. 6 outs to go for the Blue Jays. They lead 2-1 as we go to the 8th. All right, here's what happened. Had a kid named Ryan Sample. Was just tearing everything up during the weekend we had him for our tournament. His mom decided to tell me a story. She says, I have a funny story to tell you. Ryan's grandmother was telling her, don't tell him. He'll run with it. Don't tell him. He'll run with it. So she decides to tell me anyway. Telling me everything that's going on about how she met her husband and how her family happened and things like that. Now, keep in mind, the kid's last name is Sample. And her next sentence messed me up for life when she said, quote, because my maiden name was Seaman.
Right.
Oh.
I was in the table for 20 minutes.
I would be too, man. I mean, come on.
I was under the table. I don't know how I got under the table. I was under the table for 20 minutes laughing. So much so that Victor came flying over from his field thinking something had happened.
Right.
You know, because we check on each other like that. And I finally got up. Victor sees tears in my eyes, and he thought something was wrong, but then he sees me laughing. And he said, "What happened?" "I will tell you later." The home plate umpire, another dear friend of ours, Zach, pulled off his mask, and there are tears streaming down his face.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Did you hear?" He said, "I heard every single word." And that's not even the kicker. That was 2007. 6 years later, I'm prepping for a football game between Olivet Nazarene and Trinity International up in Chicago. I get Olivet Nazarene's notes and their depth chart, and I looked at the name of the starting quarterback. None other than Ryan Sample.
Yep.
I called Victor. I said, "Victor, you ain't gonna believe this, Ish." He says, "What?" I said, "You know I'm prepping for TIU and Olivet Nazarene." "Yes." "You won't believe who the starting quarterback is for Olivet Nazarene." "Tell me." "I can't." "Tell me." "I can't." "Tell me." "Does the name Ryan Sample mean anything to you?" Victor hung up. Called me back.
Yep.
Called me back and said, Who is that quarterback again?" "Ryan Sample." He hangs up again. We go to the top of the 8th, and the first pitch is outside to Dalton Varsho for ball 1. Spire is now the new pitcher. Gabe Spire, 6 1/3 in this postseason. 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Regular season ERA of 1.60 at home. The 1-0 to Dalton is low, 2-0. Victor called back a third time, and he said, "The Ryan Sample." I said, "Yes, that Ryan Sample." And Victor asked me a very important question. How are you going to say his name all afternoon without laughing, especially when he has to throw the football, the pitch, a strike, and it's 2-1? I said, "Victor, I don't know." I climbed in the booth, and I'm giggling already. Then I see Ryan Sample warming up, and I'm giggling even louder.
Mm-hmm.
I put the headset on, rolling the pregame. That pitch is outside, 3-1. Pregame's rolling because I taped it in advance. And I'm going, how am I going to do this? You realize, do you know Ryan Sample threw the ball 51 times?
51 times.
Next one, swing and a miss, and the count's full 3-2 to Dalton Varsho. Yes, I said that right, folks. Ryan Sample threw the ball 51 times.
Do you know how hard
and I had
it
to
is
say every single. I had to, with a straight face. I tried to keep a straight face. Payoff pitch, swinging a high fly ball into to short. J.P. Crawford under it. Got it. 1 down in the 8th. Game 6 Sunday night in Toronto at 7:00. And we're going to combine that with our 49ers coverage. I ran after the game. There's an epilogue to this. I ran down. I saw him. I gave him a big hug. I saw his dad. Here's the pitch to Jimenez, and that is swung on and driven into deep left field. Rosa ran it back at the wall, leaps and makes the catch.
Ooh.
Home run taken away from Andres the Giant Jimenez. 2 down in the 8th. That's why he's an all-star, folks. Timed that jump perfectly. And that was a home run. That was over the wall. That was a home run for real. And Jimenez, showing sportsmanship, gives the Rosarena a tip of his cap on a great play. Here's Miles Straw, who takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. Miles Straw pinch hitting in the 7th spot. The pitch on the way is swung on and looped into center field. Center fielder Julio Rodriguez in front of the track makes the catch. Inning over. Blue Jays go 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom. Cal Raleigh due up to hit. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners 1 in the 2025 American League Championship Series, game number 5. I'll tell you the rest of that wicked story in 100 seconds. Back after this.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
See, they did it again. Food commercial. This time Chipotle. Last time it was Taco Bell. They introduced crispy chicken at Taco Bell. Now they got build your own Chipotle.
I will never try any type of fried chicken from Taco Bell.
I'm not either.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
There's only one place to get fried chicken from, and it's KFC.
Or in my case, my wife when she fixes it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that too.
I can't really have fried chicken like that anymore anyway, but.
Nah, me neither.
Place here in Chicago that has good fried chicken is called Harold's.
Oh, God. How many times have we made a trip to Harold's?
That is where the term mild sauce comes from, by the way.
Yep. Like I said, how many times have we made a trip to Harold's? On assignment, off assignment, late at night. Victor had me go get Harold's late at night. He said, I'm craving Harold's. Man, go get us some.
Go get it.
All right, fine. So what do? I get Harold's and I couple it with Hotspot. So we're good either way. Yep. Cal Raleigh will lead off the bottom of the 8th. He'll face Brendan Little. In 4 games, he's thrown 3 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And he threw in 79 games, which led the American League. So they turn Cal Raleigh around, and the first pitch is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Miles Straw is now out in left field. Nathan Luke switches to right field in place of George Springer, who got hit by a pitch. 1-0 pitch. Low and inside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Cal Raleigh. 1 for 3 on the night. Nervous time in Seattle. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into deep left field. Back at the track. At the wall. Leaps. It's gone.
Tie ball game.
Just like that, we are even at 2 apiece. That is Cal's 4th home run this postseason. He got every single part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a new ball game at 2 apiece.
When you really want a ball to travel yard, what do you want? More power.
More power.
Yep. Yep.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I grew up on that ish.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
That's why I have the grunt on the soundboard.
So they turn Cal Raleigh around and they pay for it, as he leads off the 8th inning with a home run and evens the game at 2 apiece. And again, we go back to runners left in scoring position by the Blue Jays in this ball game. 2-7-0 for the Jays, 2-4-0 now for the Mariners. He threw him a slider right down the middle, and you don't want to do that.
No, you don't.
That ball was high just as it was far.
That ball was
and out.
How is it? That ball was killed.
That ball was absolutely killed. So a 2-2 tie, and Jorge Polanco takes a pitch inside for ball one, and every fan in Seattle on their feet for the MVP that delivered a game.
That's what you call a mood changer.
It is 2-0 now to Jorge Polanco. And the Blue Jays bullpen will get busy again. Sir Anthony Dominguez now up and throwing for the Blue Jays. 2-2 tie in the bottom of the eighth, and the pitch on the way is swung on and drilled foul down the third base side. And the count's 2-1 to Polanco. Seattle got a home run in the second from Gino Suarez. Blue Jays single runs in the fifth and the sixth. And then Cal Raleigh says, I'll take care of this myself. And that's where we stand. 2-2 in the eighth. Next one, curveball strike. And the count's even 2-2. It's one of those, why'd you leave that up there for him to hit?
Right.
Because I was an idiot.
Oops.
Left it right across the plate for him. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, low and in, 3-2 to Jorge Polanco. Josh Naylor due next. Randy Arozarena behind him. I did like to answer Kenneth Clark's comment. I'll answer it in a moment. 3-2. The kick and the pitch is low, ball 4. They appeal at first, no swing, and the Mariners have the go-ahead run on. So in two batters, Cal Raleigh leaves the yard. Arozarena, remember, in the top of the eighth inning, took a home run away, and Cal Raleigh delivers one just over the fence. Here's Josh Naylor, and he takes one down low for ball 1. And you may need to go get Brendan Little if you lose Naylor.
Yep.
Naylor 1 for 3, singled in the fourth. He is 7 for 17 this series. Lefty versus lefty. The pitch, swinging a foul to the backstop, and the count's even 1-1. See, I do something a lot when I cover baseball. When there's a foul ball hit to the screen, I still jump.
I do too.
When there's a foul ball hit to the screen, even though I'm in the booth, I still jump. Because I have one whistle by me. I have one whistle at me. That's low, 2-1 to Josh Naylor. I've had one whistle by me. What am I talking about? I've had plenty whistle by me. I've taken a concussion on a fastball.
Ouch. Twice?
I was an umpire for those two incidents.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-1 pitch, low and outside, 3-1. And if you're the Blue Jays, you better come get Brendan Little right now. If he loses Naylor, you got 2 on with nobody out. And time called at the plate by Josh Naylor. This was the best signing at the best trade made at the trade deadline. Rule 1: always bring your glove. Well, in that particular case,
always.
Big Dog, I was an umpire.
Yep.
That was a funny story, too. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's full 3-2. A sinker.
I remember one
At
time
93. How do you throw a sinker at 93?
I remember one time we were doing a call over at UIC. And they had a backstop net, but for some reason the ball lipped over, spun even further, and hit the window in front of us. Thankfully, it didn't.
Thankfully, that's ball 4. And John Schneider's going to go get Brendan Little. 2 on, nobody out. To the bottom of we are in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Cal Raleigh has evened the game 2 apiece, and now the Mariners with a chance to get the lead not only in the game but in the series. We'll tell you the Blue Jays' new pitcher in 100 seconds.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
I had 2 horrible times as an umpire. Spring of 2004 and the spring of 2006. In 2004, I was doing a game, June of 2004, as a matter of fact. Got to the game, my stomach was not feeling good at all. And my mother didn't equip me with water, she equipped me with ginger ale. Why did I do that? So Anthony Dominguez now in for the Blue Jays. He delivers to Rose Arena, and it's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And while I was drinking said ginger ale, forgot it was 90-some-odd degrees. And my stomach wasn't feeling good. And I met with the coaches at the plate, and I said, you can hit me anywhere except the stomach and below that. That's outside, 2-0. Went through the first 5 innings with no problem. None.
Everything was fine.
Everything was fine. Then the first
until
pitch
it wasn't.
Until it wasn't the first pitch of the 6th inning. 2-0 the count to Rose Arena. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. 98 miles an hour with that fastball. So what happened? First pitch of the 6th inning. Foul ball right off the belly.
Oh.
And that was that, because I turned around and that hit Rose Arena, speaking of being hit by a pitch, and now Toronto has major problems. Bases are loaded with nobody out.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This
the last
thing
thing
look like a Seattle game, isn't it?
The last thing you need after a pitcher changes to hit another batter, to hit the next batter.
Yep. And there's nobody out.
Nope.
So there's a more than likely chance Seattle will get the lead. Thank you, Cal Raleigh, with the game-tying home run. Here's the pitch to Gino Suarez. That's a ball, 1 ball, no strikes, and Suarez is 1 for 2. He opened the scoring with a home run in the 2nd. 1-0 pitch is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. How do you throw a sweeper at 88? How? Gino Suarez, 8 grand slams in his career. 1-1 pitch, swinging a smash foul, 1-2.
So any contact could score a run.
Any kind of contact. The infield all the way in for the Blue Jays. Nobody out in the 8th inning. And Gino mad at himself that he let that one get away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out in the 8th. The pitch on the way is low, and the count's even 2-2. Now we got the Dawg here with us.
Checking in on the Dodgers-Brewers game. It is the end of the first. Dodgers are currently leading 3-0. Ohtani struck out 3 batters at the top of the first and then had a leadoff homer to start off the Dodger run.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. Next one. Swinging foul and out of play. Count remains where it is at 2. That series is over.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
yeah. Down 3 games to none, and you got to face Ohtani on the mound and at the plate. Yeah, wave the white flag.
You're done. You're done.
Dog.
Base is full. Nobody out. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Sir Anthony Dominguez trying to wiggle out of a jam. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball headed to right. Right fielder, this is trouble. That baby's gone. That's a slam. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami time. And the Mariners with a 5 spot with nobody out in the 8th. Gino Suarez strikes again, his 2nd home run of the night, and the Mariners lead 6-2.
And that's now his
Oh, so that was a big old Eugenio bomb.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Woo, Bubba.
351 to right field, and Seattle may have just snatched the game and series with that hit.
Because now Toronto's got to go back to home turf and win 2.
They got to win 2. They got to win 2.
So, by the way, to answer your question, how do you throw a sinker at 93? You throw like a fastball with a bit of a splitter grip.
Oh, that hurts though to do that. That messes up your fingers
and your arms.
That's how you throw it.
Well, I know, but it's like because I've tried that once, I didn't like it.
Well, bear in mind you're talking to somebody here who throws 97, 98 miles an hour in his heyday, so I'm used to it.
Oh, I think
JP Crawford takes the first 2 pitches for balls, and it's 2-0.
I think my highest was like
6-2 Mariners here in the 8th inning. The pitch, swinging a pop-up. Shortstop going out. Andres the Giant Jimenez makes the call, has the ball. 1 out in the 8th.
Vic, I never threw anything under 85, 86 miles an hour, and that included my slider.
Yeah, I put my all and I hit a 92. Hold on.
I'm not. You know what? I'll take the 0. When facing prime Shane Lake. Nope. You got to go face Shane. I'll take the 0. Nope.
Well, bear in mind, Victor, I also threw a 2-seam, 4-seam, splitter, sinker, slider, and I was working on a cutter.
Oh, gosh.
See, that's when I give you the John Kruk treatment. I'll give you the John Kruk treatment and turn my helmet the other way. Next one, grounded to first. Guerrero up with it. He'll race to the bag, step on the bag, 2 out in the 8th.
And bear in mind, in high school, I was 6'4", 200 when I was throwing.
Like I said, no. Nope. Nope. You got to face Shane Lake. Pinch hit for me, please.
No. No.
I mean, there was a reason I was called the Ice Dragon in high school.
In the 8th inning, the first 5 at bats go solo home run, a walk. Is a ground ball to second. Throw to first is in time. Inning over. But Cal Raleigh and Gino Suarez may have just ensured a 3-2 lead for the Mariners as they get it 5 with nobody out. The big blow, a grand salami from Gino Suarez. We're done with 8. Mariners 6 and the Blue Jays 2. Let's pause for this timeout.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
College football scores: Louisville leading Miami. What?
Louisville is leading who?
Louisville up over second-ranked Miami 17-10. They're in the third quarter. Minnesota leads Nebraska 7-3. They're in the second quarter, so we may be taking a bath twice. And Utah.
Well, we didn't pick Miami. We didn't pick Miami.
Oh, we didn't pick that game.
We did not pick Miami, Louisville. Just Nebraska and Minnesota.
Well, a lot of Miami fans may be taking a bath, as that is the score in the score in the third quarter.
Oh, and to answer Kenneth Cole, the motorsports show will be coming as soon as everything gets settled, and it's not going to be just NASCAR. I will talk IMSA, Indy, F1. I'll even sneak in a little bit of e-motorsports. So it's coming. Just stick with it. We'll probably have some preview shows during the off season, and then get ready for the 24 Hours of Daytona in January.
That's the racing scene coming soon, as Munoz will deal to Connor Falefa. Andres the Giant Munoz trying to close it out. He's 2 for 2 in save opportunities. That's way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa 1 for 3 on the night. Victor Robles.
The biggest thing is how big were those walks last inning?
They all scored. Next one, low and outside. Beg your pardon. 2-1. I got one even Dawg can't top. I fell asleep during a baseball game, and I still called it. 2-1. Swinging a drive to right. Back goes the Rosarina. Got it. 1 down in the 9th.
I got one for you.
What you got?
I drove an entire truck race at Eldora, 125 laps, drunk on vodka.
I believe it.
You know what the damnedest thing was? I was 3/10 off my best time sober.
Nice.
How many shots?
1 out in the 9th.
How many what?
It's a strike.
How many shots of vodka?
Andres Jimenez. Don't you answer that question. There you go.
Yes. He knew exactly what was coming. That's why he said yes.
Jimenez 0 for 3. Lines 1 foul, and it's 0-2. Andres the Giant Munoz trying to close things out for the Mariners and get them 1 game closer to the promised land we like to call the 2025 World Series. 6-2 Seattle here in the top of the 9th inning. Every walk in that 8th inning scored. Next one, swinging a high pop-up foul out of play. Count stays where it is at 0-2.
Crazy thing about that truck race, I was actually driving a Batman truck to commemorate its 75th anniversary.
Nice.
Very cool. That first 5 hitters of the bottom of the 8th inning. Next one, swinging a drive toward left. Backing up a Rosarina. Got it in front of the track. 2 down in the inning. And the Blue Jays are down to their final out.
Ooh, Bubba.
Solo home run, a walk, a hit by pitch, and then Gino comes up, and you know the rest. That was the 8th inning for the Mariners.
Yeah, that was good night. See you later.
The Cal Raleigh home run started the huge rally, and Seattle fed off it.
First pitch, upstairs, ball 1 to Joey Loperfido. And remember, the Blue Jays might be without George Springer, who got hit by a pitch in the 7th inning.
If Springer is out, they're going to have a lot of problems back in Toronto for 6 and 7.
Swing and a miss on the next pitch, and the count's 0-2, I beg your pardon. And now the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. Mariners looking to seize the moment, and they're sitting on it right now in Seattle. But just because they may lead 3-2, it's not guaranteed that they'll win it. We've seen it before. 0-2, swinging a smash up the middle. Got it. It's Crawford. Game over. And the Seattle Mariners now stand 1 win away from their first ever trip to the World Series. The only trick is they got to do it in Toronto. And even though they won the first 2 at home, all I need to remind you guys is 1986 in the World Series. We'll take 100 seconds and we'll wrap it up after this.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Let's go to Shane Lake and get an update on the National League Championship Series. They're playing Game 4 right now. Shane-O? Where'd he go?
Doggone it, dog.
Wait a minute. Shane, are you there?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
I think we did. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Seattle. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. That's your game. A grand slam by Eugenio Suarez. He gets the game-winning RBI on his 2nd home run of the night. Final score in Game 5 of the American League Championship Series. The Mariners 6 and the Blue Jays 2. Game 6 comes your way Sunday from Toronto at the Sky Dome. Can the Mariners make it 3 in a row at the Sky Dome? The same way they made it 3 in a row in Houston to snatch the West. Will they snatch the American League pennant on the road?
Raleigh did say it was their plan to win the whole effing thing.
Yeah.
Well, take care of business. I don't have any problems with I don't have any problems with the Mariners. Okay, the Mariners are cool. I just know I picked Toronto to win, but the Mariners are proving me wrong. Now, Mariners, you have one job: prove me wrong on Sunday night. And we're gonna get out of here. God bless you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Football, and more football tomorrow. We begin at 1:00 from Albany, Georgia, with the HBCU game of the week. Good night, everybody. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Snowman on the bike.
We're going to drive into deep center field. Miller back at the track, looking up. See you later!
Hand off McFerrin, running off right tackle, and McFerrin is loose! Goodbye, baby! 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
As Pena waits and takes the snap, he'll fire the screen, complete to Beals, 10, 15, this is trouble, one man to beat, 40, 50, go Denny, go, 30, 20, 10, 5, good night, touchdown! Unbelievable! Purdy looking to throw. Oh, man, Debo's wide open, he's got it, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, turns on the Jets, he's gone! Touchdown! San Francisco! 71 big yards! And the Niners strike just like that!
He's the voice through the noise, brings the choice for choice. Each game he frames, every name, they'll rejoice, no voice.
The preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet. See you tomorrow for a lot of football, folks.